All right, one of the things that you pretty much notice right off the bat is the ample storage that's provided for this boat. Really heavy. This is actually a pretty heavy hatch cover here. It is rotor molded or integrated into the hull, so you don't get through the hull with this piece. You also have a scupper up here, so if you want to, store, fish or live bait or what have you, there's potential for that, but you also have a scupper to plug this up and keep it dry. Moving on to the boat, we all know the standard pedal drive for Hoodoo. Guys, this drive has stood the test of time. Really good drive. Really no concerns or complaints regarding its durability, its use in the salt. This thing pretty much tackles it all. Coming back to the seat, definitely very comfortable seat. Nothing really changed in regards to the seat, but really, and this has always been a pretty good seat that Hoodoo has come out with. Staying true to form, what every Tempest has had is this, this kind of unique storage area in the back. It's almost like a crate, where you don't really need a crate. This is pretty cool. It's also scuppered, so if you do want to store water in it, you can, but definitely want to keep it plugged up to make it a dry storage for you. But overall, guys, again, I can't say it enough. There's a lot of track on here, so you can put rod holders or whatever accessories that you want to put on it. Guys, looking at the underside of this boat, I mean, it's really got a real nice concave finish in here, which to me would definitely help with the stability of the boat. It also would draft a little bit shallower when using the propeller system. All of the scuppers are kind of streamlined to, I guess, break water or what have you, or for easier gliding into the water. You got this nice center base port. This transducer port, guys, I think it's perfectly placed on the boat itself, right under the seat with your scupper, so you can run your wiring through it. It's got brass inserts for your cover plate as well as for mounting your transducer, so really smart. And then obviously you also have this kind of skeg or keel in the back to help with tracking on the boat. So tackle today, we are out here on the 2024 Hoodoo Tempest 120P. Wow, this is it, guys. This is the new boat. I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited already just on the speed that it's given me. First impressions is it feels really stable. I don't feel like I did on Gen 2, especially by my size. Feel pretty comfortable. That seems to be pretty efficient. I will say that I probably need to adjust the rudder because I'm just not as responsive as I would have liked it to be right now. It doesn't turn left very well, but I'm sure I just need to tighten those turnbuckles just to get them more tight. So that being said, we're going to come out here, we're going to put it through its paces. I'm going to do a stand test, and we're going to find out, does this boat catch fish? Well, guys, I can tell you that this boat is running pretty shallow with the fins in. I mean, with the prop inside. I'm pretty surprised by how shallow it's running, so it's a big win for me. We're probably in less than a foot of water. Maybe it is about a foot, not sure, but I don't feel any drag of the prop. Well, there we go. I'm getting into some grass now, but I think with a turbo drive on a Hovey, I think I'd probably be flutter stroking a little bit at this point, maybe. So it's pretty cool. I can tell you that it is very stable. It rides really well, and I'm a big dude. Plenty of storage. It stays relatively dry. I mean, there is some, if you get on it, you got a little bit of water in here, but I mean, it's stuff that drains easily out of the scuppers. So I mean, overall, I'm pretty impressed with this boat, you know. All right, does this boat catch fish? Let's find out. Some bait over here on this point. Gotcha. Yeah, I'd say it catches fish. Oh, this guy's got some shoulders. Oh, I'm about to lose him. Second cast. Oh, nice little red. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. This thing's too easy to stand in. I love it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, dude. Nice. Little Z-Man beer run, 1/8 ounce. It's about a 20-incher. Good fish. All right. Let's do that again. That was too easy. That's gonna be hard, watch. Oh yeah, it's a good fish. H&H Havoc, guys. This is a freaking amazing rod. If you get a chance and you're into a very light rod and reel or rod, this is the one. You can put this up against any of those names, which I'm not going to mention. And I bet you, ooh, now that sucked. I don't know what this is, but it just crushed this wake bait. Got a foul hook it or something? This thing was heavy. What is this? Uh-oh. Just a little old red. It's kind of foul hooked. He got hooked good. I got a little wake bait by Adams Customs Baits. Awesome. Crushed it. Let's try it again. Good job. All right, guys, I'm back. What a great day out on the water this morning. You know, really quick limit of redfish. I think the best fish that I had got away. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about the fishing per se. I think that the end result is that this boat does catch fish. And man, that's all that matters to me. Biggest thing is trying to get that general review of how the boat did. I can tell you guys, definitely a thumbs up for me. There are some things that did fantastic. There are some things that, you know, we may need a correct or what have you, or that were somewhat of an issue for me, but not a big deal. And none of these issues were game changers, so don't take them that way. But overall, guys, as you saw in the video, I think the #1 component regarding this boat is its stability. Super stable out on the water. First and secondary stabilities were fantastic. The pedaling was very efficient. You know, I did about 3 miles. You know, that first mile that I did took me about 20 minutes. I was averaging about 2.8 miles per hour on just a normal walking speed. So really, really cool. Second, guys, this boat drafts really shallow. Okay, so that being said, with the pedals engaged, I was in some really skinny stuff and still easily able to pedal. I did have, you know, I did kind of hit some structure on the bottom, but you know, this thing took it like a champ. It swiveled like it should, and I never actually had to use a paddle. Well, I didn't bring a paddle, I forgot the paddle, but you know, thank God that this boat does draft shallow in the prop mode. I was really blown away by that. Some things that I would say are also big benefits: super comfortable seat, plenty of storage. I was able to sit side saddle. And if I wanted to, I could have adjusted these all the way down so that the strap wasn't bothering my leg as I was casting side saddle. Super excited about that piece. I thought the seat was fantastic. And we'll kind of talk about some things that, you know, I felt like, you know, hey, could be better or not game changers, but some things that are, that I thought were opportunistic. We'll just put it that way. Side handles, fantastic, easy to lug this boat, but I will say that especially for my weight, I found that in this chop, water was getting caught behind here as I was pedaling, and it kind of slowed down the boat a little bit. It wasn't enough to really tell, but I knew that it was there. This boat sat really low in the water, especially the bow. It seems like, it almost feels like you're going downhill. But in the chop, I did find that I did get some spray, a little bit more spray than I'm used to on boats. But again, it was kind of rough out there, 12 to 15 miles per hour, had a headwind, but it was a little bit wetter than I would have liked. But again, not a game changer. The steering, I felt like the steering was pretty good, but it definitely needed to be dialed in. You know, something you really need to think about if you do get this boat is making sure that that rudder is dialed in. I think that these cables did stretch a little bit today when I was out on the water. And so the steering wasn't as responsive as I would have liked it to be, but again, that's probably more my fault. Another problem, okay? Not a game changer, not a deal breaker, nothing like that, but the wing nuts that are on this guy to adjust and tighten the actual steering actually fell off on my travel back to the shop this morning with the boat in the bed of the truck. So just so you know, make sure you put some Loctite on that or something, because these things did come off. Now I got to find some wing nuts that are gonna fit on this piece. So other than that, guys, probably another thing that I found is that it didn't glide that great, you know, in the water. I mean, it was very efficient in the water. But I will say that that little cap that's underneath the hull, and if you look down here, as we stated earlier in the review, for the transducer port, I would definitely cap that, because I think that that did have an effect, an impact on the glide of the boat. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to come with a cap on there. I'm not sure. I'll find out from Hoodoo, but if it doesn't, I would definitely cap that. Because I did feel, and I heard the slosh as I was pedaling the boat with that transducer opening, just open without a cover on it. So guys, I think that the boat overall was a win. It's definitely a thumbs up, super stable, it catches fish, plenty of storage. I felt safe in this boat. I thought that the drive worked flawlessly. But I think the most important piece to this boat is its fishability and ability to catch fish. And most important to that, on top of that, is that it is made right here in the beautiful state of Texas, guys. So with that being said, guys, as we said before, this boat retails at $14.99. I think that it is a steal for that price point, especially for the construction and the overall heavy dutiness of the boat, the stability. Man, it's definitely something that if you're interested in getting into kayaks, maybe your first pedal drive boat, this might be the right boat for you guys, okay? So with that being said, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to Hoodoo for being great partners at Fin Factory Kayak and Tackle. And until next time, guys, tight lines.